today I'm going to be doing a more in-depth review of the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I'm going to be comparing it to the original. I do not have the semi-sweet palette because I feel like there was too many similar colors for me personally, but I did feel like there was enough difference in the Bonbon palette that I wanted to go ahead and get it. So first off, I like that the packaging is thinner. It's less bulky than the original chocolate bar, and also I think it's really cute that they're heart-shaped. Now, I do think that there is about the same amount of product. I do think I've heard other people say that these pans might have actually a slightly bit more product than the original, even though they seem smaller. They're actually not. But I do think that these main ones might be a little bit smaller than the other ones. But overall, I mean, of course I love the packaging. I love pink. That goes without question. The quality of the product is amazing. You're definitely not going to be able to beat it. Now, do I feel like it's so uberly pigmented that it's like I can't work with it? No, I feel like it's just pigmented enough. It's super blendable. It's super creamy. So I honestly, I have nothing bad to say about it. So what I really wanted to focus this video on was comparing it to the shades in the original chocolate bar, so you guys could see for yourself if it's something you're worth investing in, and see if there's colors that you're interested in and how they compare to the original. I'm going to start off with the bonbons, and then I'll show you the ones in the chocolate bar that are similar, or the ones that, you know, might be the same tone but aren't necessarily similar. Okay, first off, we'll start off down here with Divinity, and I'm going to be comparing it to the matte color right here. And unfortunately, I don't have my sheet, so bear with me. I don't have all the names. And so I have everything swatched on here ready to go. And so this side right here is Divinity, and this side is the chocolate bar. And the main difference, I'd say, is that the Divinity does have a little tiny bit of micro sparkle, but it is not very apparent. And this one has a little bit more of a yellow tone, the one from the chocolate bar palette. But overall, I really like both of them. I think they both would work for highlight colors. Okay, the next is the Earl Grey. And the Earl Grey, I didn't really find anything that was comparable in here. So I just swatched it by the green, as far as like that's their bluish green toned color in the palette. So here you have the Earl Grey, and here you have the green. They're about similar in depth and darkness, but not really similar all in tone or color. Next you have Totally Fetch, which isn't obviously like much of anything in the palette. And then I went ahead and swatched the other two pink ones. I just kind of got excited and went for the pinks. So you're gonna have the color Cotton Candy and the color Sprinkles. And I compared those to this pink right here in the chocolate bar. And you can see that the pink in the chocolate bar is matte, where these ones have shimmer, and the Cotton Candy has almost a little bit of metallic finish. And this one is lighter, like more bright, where these ones are a little bit softer, but they're very, very pretty shades. Okay, next we're jumping back down to the first row, and we're going to Pecan Praline. Honestly, I didn't find anything that was very similar to that, so I just left the swatch next to it blank. It's kind of a cool tone taupey color, and I really didn't find anything in the chocolate bar to be like that. Next we have Dark Truffle, which is right here. Right off the bat, I thought that one might be similar to the other ones, and I do feel like these colors are similar. So you've got the Dark Truffle up here, and then these two colors from the chocolate bar. So you have the dark brown here that's sort of similar, the color here, and this one actually comes off darker than it looks in the pan. It is a little bit similar. So here's the swatches there. You've got the Dark Truffle there, and you've got these other two browns. So, I mean, these ones are definitely warmer. This one's a more plummy. So are they dupes? Not at all. But there's some similar tones there. So next we went with Cashew, which is a nice light matte skin tone color. And I really didn't find anything in the chocolate bar that was going to be quite comparable. Next I have Cafe Al Lot, and that's a nice silver. And again, nothing really that stood out to me as being like an actual dupe. So that's that right there. Beautiful lid color, super shimmery, love it, but nothing too similar. The next one is Bordeaux, and that one actually was similar to this burgundy color that's right down here. And so there's the swatches there. You can see that, you know, they're not exactly the same, but overall this one's matte, that one has shimmer, but all in all I do think they're pretty similar as far as you could use the colors interchangeably and you wouldn't notice a huge difference on the eye. Okay, so let's go to the next row. So you're gonna have Mocha. So here's Mocha right here. Here's the two matte browns in the palette. This one is definitely kind of in between the two. It's warm. This one has a touch more cool. So it's kind of like, if you mix those two together, they are not the same at all. So you definitely could use all three different colors of browns. You might be able to mix those two and get something similar to that, but I love the warmth in that. It's so pretty. Now the two purples, you've got Black Currant, which is right here. And then you have the purple, and that one comes off a lot more blue in a swatch than you would think. So those aren't very similar at all. The next one is Malted, and that is this sparkly chocolatey brown. That's this darker brown right here, and I compared it to the darkest brown in the palette. And those two, that's the one right in the top hand corner. Those two are, again, similar. You could use them for the same thing, but they're not exact dupes of each other. Now, I thought Molasses Chip right here was going to be so much of a dupe for this golden color, because in the pan, you look at Molasses Chip, and you look at that honey kind of color down there, that shimmer at the bottom right here, and you think, oh, those are going to be really similar. But when I swatched them, they weren't similar at all. This one is a lot more rose gold. This one's a plain gold. So they're actually not really dupes at all. My camera just died. My memory card is full, so I'm going to film the end of this on my phone really quick just to show you guys the rest of these swatches. And I apologize. I'm sorry I'm not better prepared for today. But I only have two colors left. So next you have Satin Sheets. And that one is the bottom shade of the two lighter sparkly ones. And that one is a lot more gold toned when you compare to the more pinky hued white shade that's shimmery in the regular chocolate bar palette. And then you have Almond Truffle, which I just compared to the other shade in the chocolate bar palette. So the middle one on the end compared to the Almond Truffle. And you can really see that these aren't really similar at all. Like they just, one is way more peach toned, one's way more mauve toned. And then those were just two random swatches from the chocolate bar palette that didn't have really anything like them. So overall, that is everything for my quick little review of the colors. I hope the swatches and things were helpful for you guys just to see for your own eyes what the colors really look like. Again, they're super pigmented, creamy. You will not regret having this in your collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!